Good morning, class. Today's lesson is 3.1. Understand positive and negative numbers. Our essential question: how can you use positive and negative numbers to represent real-world quantities? Integers are the set of a whole number and their opposites. Two numbers are opposite if they have the same distance from zero on the number line, but on different sides of zero. For example, the integers positive 3 and negative 3 are opposite. 0 is its own opposite. So negative 1 and positive 1 are opposites. Negative 5 and positive 5 are opposites. Positive numbers are located to the right of the 0 on the number line, and negative numbers are located to the left of the 0. Let's unlock the problem. The temperature at the start of 2009 Major League Baseball playoff game between Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies was 2 degrees Celsius. The temperature at the end of the game was negative 4 degrees Celsius. What is the opposite of each temperature? Well, first, what are you asked to find? You're asked to find the opposite of each temperature. And second, where can you find the opposite of a number on the number line? Well, the same number or the same distance from 0, but on the other side. So let's graph each integer and its opposite on the number line. So the integer 2 is on the right side of the number line, right? Right side. And the opposite of that is on the left side at negative 2. So the opposite of 2 degrees Celsius is negative 2 degrees Celsius. And then for negative 4, the integer negative 4 is on the left side. Make it a different color pen. So there's my negative 4. And to graph the opposite, it's going to be 4, or 4 positive. So the opposite of negative 4 is 4 degrees Celsius. So if I want to look at how much the temperature changed, I started at 2 degrees Celsius. And by the end of the game, it was negative 4 degrees Celsius. So the change in temperature is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees. Name the integer that represents the situation and tells what 0 represents in that situation. So a team loses 10 yards on a football play. That's negative 10 because you're losing the yards. So the team neither gains nor loses the yardage is what the 0 represents. A point in Yuma, Arizona is 70 feet above sea level, so that's going to be a positive 70. And the 0 represents a point that's exactly at sea level in this demonstration. A temperature of 40 degrees below 0 was recorded in Missouri, so that means below 0 is going to be a negative. So the 0 would represent 0 degrees, okay, which would be in the middle. Larry withdraws $300 from his bank account. Withdraws means I take it out, so it's going to be negative. 0 would mean no change in the account balance, and that's what the 0 would represent. Trisha's golf course was 7 strokes below par, so that's going to be a negative 30. And below par, the 0 in that would be a score of exactly par. Okay, opposite of 3. We're going to use a number line to find the negative 3 and the opposite of 3. So we're going to graph 3 on the number line. So here's my 3 on the number line. And then the number line to graph the opposite of 3 is negative 3. So use the number line to graph the opposite number that you graphed in step 2. So negative 3 of 3 equals 3, right? Try this. Write the opposite of the integers. So positive 9, the opposite is a negative 9. Negative 12, the opposite is a positive 12. 0, the opposite is a 0. Explain. A plane's altitude is changed by negative 1,000 feet. Is the plane going up or down? Well, a plane undergoing an altitude change of a positive feet would be going up. But since negative 1,000 is the opposite of 1,000, the plane would be going down. Okay, let's graph the integer and its opposite on the number line. So we have negative 7, which is right in between there. So negative 7. And when I graph it on the number line, the opposite's going to be 7. So 9 So 9 is about right here, and the opposite is going to be negative 9. So negative 9. Now name the integer that represents the situation and tell what 0 represents in that situation. So Carrie gained 24 points during a round of a game show. Well, if he gained 24 points, what does that 0 represent? Well, that 0 represents no gain or loss of profit, right? Now, if Ben lost 5 pounds during the summer, then he neither gained nor was losing the weight during the summer because he lost. Now, Marcy deposited $35 in her account. No change in the account balance for the 0. So in this situation, you're gaining 24 pounds, so that's a positive. In this situation, you're losing 5 pounds, so that's a negative. In this situation, you're depositing $35 into your account, so that's a positive number. Let's move this up. So you can do the rest on your own. I'll just show you 1 or 2. So the opposite of negative 98 is going to be a positive 98, right? And this one, Desmond made $850 in his job, so that's going to be a positive number. Withdrawals, remember you take out money. And lost points, you're going to be losing, so you need to think about what number that could be. All right, you may work with a partner or finish on your own. You need to do this page and the page next to it, and then the math online as usual, and I will be available if you need me.